wasn't able to, like, when I was away from them, like I am now, and then when they come back, they will know deep down, and I will know even more so deep down, that I got to this state of health. I mean holistic health. I don't just fucking mean eating beets, organic beets. I mean holistic health, like spiritual health, psychological health, physical health, financial health, and or physical health, relational health, when I had space from their unhealth. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if they don't want to elevate to the, and again, guess what? I was in their fucking house, and I was like, bro, let's fucking go. I'm literally saying those words to my brother. Let's go. Get down, do push-ups. Let's get this going. Let's do our business plan together as a family. And I'm like, bro, come on. Let's take the stairs. Let's go up there. Right? Let's take the stairs. And it's like, they're just like, fuck that. But they're not saying that. But they're like, in their mind, they're like, fuck that. I'm not taking the fucking stairs. It's too hard. It's too scary. I don't want to go to the top of the building. I might fall off. You know, this is just it's not for me. And now I'm taking the stairs, and it's easier to go up the stairs when I'm not being dragged. I'm not dragging people up. You know what I mean? So, like, it's going to get to a point where it's like, okay, you can come to the top floor where I'm at frequency-wise. You can come to the crown. You can enjoy and appreciate the crown, right? But you only get it for a little bit because, one, you won't be able to handle it for too long, and two, I'm not getting pulled back down. So, I mean, but yeah, that video was just like wild. Like, that guy, whoever that guy is, like, send me that video if you still have it on your history or whatever, or like his profile, because like he was really locked in with what he was saying and what he was tapping into, because and just his vocabulary was like lovely. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, that's just so true with like it's what he was saying about just certain spiritual things that really go on. Like, it is really war, bro. Like, when Ye like came out with that one video when he was like off the grid, and he bought like it's like a 30-minute video on his YouTube page, and he like bought like there's just like all this like things that were documented and stuff like that, and it's called war. It's just called war. Like he's a light worker too. You know, not to get off topic, but I'm just saying like when you are a light worker, it's always war. Like, you can't be as a naive light worker wouldn't think that's so. You know, like because a light worker can see into things and experience things a certain way, and if they're really, really tapped in and they're locked in, they realize that everything is a matter of war, and from just like an energetic standpoint, you know, like things just, it's always a transfer of energy, and there's just good intentions and bad intentions and stuff of that nature. You know, like the one thing that they said about like the stranger thing, when like a stranger comes up to people, like when I go into grocery stores, like it's not just my tattoos and stuff like that, but just my energy is so profound and present and powerful that like people will, I think you probably experienced stuff like that when you're out in public and stuff like that. Just people are drawn to, they like flock to your energy and stuff like that nature. You know, so yeah, but again, like where we are presently is like we're really focused on just our real lifestyle, you know, and just like really staying in that alignment and vibing to the current, and just not really having space for things that might be out of alignment or that aren't in alignment, you know.
Time.
It's time. It's time.
It's time for you to listen to the Fifth Agreement.
Is that a command?
It's a very powerful suggestion.
No, I like I like that. I like that. A very powerful suggestion from the commander.
Very powerful suggestion.
I had a thought like about that, like when whomever said to you, oh, you're like a lieutenant, and then you send me your 16 personalities, which I've never known which you were, and you're the commander. So I was thinking earlier, I was like, does Elijah get commands from the other side, or the other sides? And then he just makes very powerful suggestions to other people, you know.
That's my life, man.
I know. That's why I had the thought. Because it was, you know.
That's my life.
But yeah, it's just like right. Yeah.
It only gets better.
It has to. It has to.
It only gets better. It's global now. And as you said, I'm going to tell you the Jesus quote, let the dead bury the dead. He's like, are you coming? He's like, I need to bury my... Let the dead bury the dead. That's the only thing you need to think about. You could send them the Bible verse. I asked you to come with me.
Yeah.
You said no. Let the dead bury the dead.
I have a question for you. So, you know how you're talking about like building some sort of tongue-in-cheek legacy, right?
Did I send you the property?
No. Maybe, yeah. In Cleveland, you sent me 2.
No, I sent everyone else the property besides you.
Bro!
That means we're really in the trenches. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
All right. Well, send it.
That means you're
Once
actually
Slack.
with me.
No. Once Slack opens, that's your first message. How about that?
No, I just texted it to you. No, I have to text it to you so you can be like, oh, wow.
Open Slack. I miss Slack. I miss Slack.
Look at him. All right.
But what was I gonna say? So you know how you're trying to build some sort of like you are trying to build. I'm saying this tongue in cheek. If you don't pick up on it, like some sort of you're trying to build some sort of legacy or like legion or whatever. How from a financial standpoint, who owns the majority of the world's money? Or in other words, who runs the world? Is it a lot of people or a couple groups of people?
200 families.
So exactly. So let the dead bury the dead, right? So it's like, right? It's like you don't need to like. That's why like being famous is like I'm not saying anyone's trying to be famous. I'm just saying like being famous doesn't make sense. Like the people. That's the funny thing is like the rappers who like have all the chains and shit and have a couple $1 million or whatever and spend like a couple $1 million, like they're not even rich compared to like the people above them. You know what I mean?
The checks.
Yeah, and speak of like spiritual warfare, bro. You have that many eyes on you and all that sort of stuff. So, but all I'm saying is like we don't need like the common folk to like build what's happening with Real and beyond. You know what I mean? Like to actually have influence and have power and have a fulfilling, alive, enterprises.
That's why it's having this conversation together. I could fill this with a whole bunch of people, but that's not real school. it's like you said, I surrender and I wait for the commands and then I give the orders.
I have a question. So how has it gotten to this point? Because what's happening right now, where you and I are just working on what we're working on, we're in school and we can invite people, but if they're not ready or they're not aligned or they're not divinely willed to be in this space, like when you were just having conversations with people that were out of alignment, not like they were just out of alignment, but the conversations and the partnerships and the relations and the business dealings and like everybody that we worked with from PHP is like they're not around. Like they're not like they didn't stick around. Like I don't know. That's kind of my question. Like did you see that? Like I saw it. Like it doesn't surprise me that like Brandon is like not bad. If I asked Brandon about you, he would like not like oh yeah, I love Elijah. Like it's like all these situations, all these people, all these individuals that we worked with and stuff like that have not like.
When you understand things at the highest level, you realize most of the time you're just opening the door for somebody. That's all you are. You could own the store, but as long as you're opening the door, like they're not thinking, they're going to get what they want, right? So like I could own the store and I can open the door for someone to go into the store, but they're not registering who's that, what's this. So most of the time, a lot of times, especially with the spiritual work, you're just opening the door for somebody. Some people will acknowledge you. And you'll learn this, right? Some people will look at you and say, I know who I'm talking to. And they may stop at the door. You may have a conversation with people. Or, like most people, they will walk through the door, say thank you, and keep it pushing.
That's what I was thinking, like that question I've had for a long time. Like how, like, just, but the thing that I thought yesterday was like, I think you operate at such a precise, high standard, like the highest, like from your vantage point. And I just think people don't survive; they drown, and then they just like, I need to get the fuck out of this pool. I need to get the fuck out of this abyss, this ocean, and I'm never coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That's why like this shit is not really for LinkedIn. You know what I mean? Like in some sense, it's just like this is like I've just been thinking for such a long time. It's like even when we didn't work together, I was always just like I never like had like you might have just went ghost or some shit, but like I never was like fuck Elijah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was always love there. You know what I mean? So I just it just seems like it could
ready.
I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
You gonna break your hand now?
I will take my grandfather to the doctor's appointment.
we're drinking the same water right now, bro.
It's only alignment.
It's only alignment.
I sent you I sent you the video you asked for with the young man doing the cards, and then I sent you some master stuff if you got the time.
Are we doing 1 o'clock or no?
No one.
No one. All right. How long is that second video?
The second video?
Yeah.
It's 4 hours.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right.
Love is law.
Love is law.
Family
Family is that business.